Hey guys, Captain Streamer. So, how much I get? 32. So, a couple updates here. First one is I got my hands on another gem, passive Evo Huge, which I'll be selling this one right here. It's 10% coins for 1,000, just because it's a huge Sapphire Phoenix. That's the other reason. Alright. Yes, update. So I had my meeting with the higher ups, the company that I work for currently. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really considering quitting. Because the crap they pulled. You know, it was a nice and calm conversation, of course, which I'm grateful for. But here's the problem. They basically made the situation feel like that supervisor, like the outcome of it, which was him basically being rewarded. I mean, for hate speech, which is illegal, and could come, I think my wife said EU. I think is what she said it was called. So it was hate speech because he was calling somebody, we're gonna say Riri, without saying the word. Basically sexual harassment, the way I'm viewing it, because you cannot tell a woman, especially not really old woman, but older generation woman, while she's wearing orange or whatever, that while walking up from behind her and telling her, hey, you look like a forklift, what you're wearing, and then laugh about it. That's pretty inappropriate. And then when most of my evidence against them started a few years ago. A couple years ago, we go, oh, well, we're not going to talk about that because that happened a couple of years ago. There's no reason to bring up the past. You know what my response was? Those who ignore the past are doomed to repeat the future, is what I told them. And, of course, they tried, you know, coming up with excuses for the man. Of course. You know, what a shock, right? They asked, well, what way did he call him? Once again, Riri. And he could have meant it in a joking manner. He could have this. He could have this. Like, they were trying to make it sound like it wasn't that big of a deal. And my response was, well, considering that it's hate speech, it is illegal, and that it's against the law, it doesn't matter. And the looks on their faces was priceless. Because I just straight up told them that it doesn't matter. I don't care. It's illegal and it should be said. Then of course they backpedal a little bit. So, and they screwed me. Like they literally, which I already knew, because I overanalyzed this situation, so I knew exactly what was going to happen. I mean, I'm not stupid. They told me, oh, we just can't possibly just move you on that shift. We gotta move people around, and oh, we have to post your position, which I just cut scrap. That's my official position, is that I cut scrap, and that was just to get me not to leave. And that's what that was. So they better, I don't know, but they need to figure something out here, because I'm done. I'm literally waiting to be told, go get it, sugar. Go give him the, go quit. Go game chat. Because I will. On the spot. Wife and or Norma. Norma's mine. She's my person. Yes, my wife is well aware. My wife has met her. We're family. We're friends with the family. Yeah, there's nothing suspicious in case I can hear anybody going, ooh. No, there's nothing inappropriate going on between me and my coworker. We're just really close friends. We just have each other's backs. He's an incredible leader. Definitely the better leader than most of the people there. That's for bloody sure. But they really just think it went well, because the only reason why I didn't quit and go, well, this is terrible, well, this is ridiculous, here's my answer, and just threw my key fob at them, was because they kept it mostly professional. They didn't yell, they didn't pull any crap. But I still feel like I'm being punished. So, I don't care what it looks like to them. I don't care. They're gonna come at me and go, oh, this is inappropriate. I knew we should have done something about this. My response is, yeah, and I knew I should have reported you to this agency, this agency, this agency, this agency, this agency, and this agency, and this agency. The company sucks, honestly. They don't take care of people. They can't keep anyone. They're not up in the wages. They make incredible, gargantuan amounts of money. They just don't give a crap about anyone. The only ones who are supposed to sacrifice is us. Just us. They don't really have to sacrifice to the same degree we do. They're so delusional. Like, I can't say his name. His first and, well, I can't say his first and last name. Because, you know, that's not really first name, but due to his position, that's dicey. Anyway, he took over for his dad, more or less. The guy was heard by somebody, which I'm not going to mention names, but bragging about his brand new truck and brand new boat he just bought. And here most of us are trying to go, can I afford to eat 3 meals? Or can I only afford to eat 2 meals today? And he has the audacity to sit there and brag about that crap. It's like, bro, what is wrong with you? There's so many, those of us who work there know better, and we don't want to work there anymore. The only reason we have is because, well, we have hymen. We just don't want to make ourselves feel like we wasted our time. And just whatever, but it's starting to get to the point where we don't care anymore. That's what it's becoming. It's just getting to that degree. They've created a nightmare situation with themselves. They're making it to where nobody else is on board. I'm just tired of the disrespect. I'm tired of not being taken seriously. And I already know the reason why this is happening. This is blatant retaliation. For turning in a supervisor whose daddy is also a shareholder, you know. So I'm not stupid. They think I am. They may think that they may have just quieted the idiot, the hardworking champion workhorse idiot. But I promise you, if they have somebody listening to my videos, see what I'm saying? I'm not fooled. I gave them a kind answer. I told them, oh yeah, this will be fine. After giving me a line of bull crap. The fact that, oh, we have to move everyone around, we have to do this and this and this, we have to post your position for scrap time. I don't care. I don't care. This happened because you refuse to take care of problems. That's what this is. And see, I took responsibility. I did. For not turning in that supervisor a while ago. And I apologized. I said, this is my fault. I should have done this a long time ago. I manned up on that one. But they don't care about that. They just cared about the fact that I turned into a supervisor whose daddy's a shareholder and longest tenured employee. That's what they care about. And the thing is, even after all that, I don't hate the man. I don't hate that supervisor. Because part of me wonders if he just wasn't taught any better. He doesn't actually know what he's doing wrong. Like, not entirely. Now, when it comes to the Riri comment, towards one of the kindest, loving people there, man, the man's amazing. He's a good man. He knows he shouldn't have done that. Because he called somebody who used to work there. He called him a Riri before, a different guy, and he knew what he did was wrong. Because he apologized for it immediately. And I mean immediately. He didn't hesitate. He knew what he did was wrong. He knew. So he didn't. So he apologized and why not, you know? We're doing it. So that tells me he knows what he's doing is wrong. That tells me everything I need to know. When it comes back. I'm just frustrated. I'm angry. I'm just disgusted with them so much. Okay, so I do have to go to challenges. Because I'm missing out on Shadow Eyes.
Oh, Shadow Eyes.
Okay. I don't care. Unlimited roaches. Okay, buddy. I don't know, I'm trying to hold on, but I need the crew that I've been trying to get back to, I need them to stand up. I need them to demand that they bring me back, is what I need. I need all of them to walk in that room. I threatened to quit. I did quit. I did that for me and them. Is what I did. And technically for the company too, because of the other employees that work there. But the place just doesn't care, man. They pretend to care. I should have quit yesterday. I really should have. But I was trying to be, mature about it. But their response wasn't very mature. There was no screaming, there was no yelling. There was no shut up. There was none of that. So, I don't know, man. I'm just frustrated beyond belief. I'm just so angry, you know? Like, I put it aside. I tried to just let it go, but I can't because the man's he's not facing any real retribution for what he did. And the man clearly doesn't feel bad. He didn't even try to apologize. The whole thing, I told him, the whole thing could have went away had he just apologized. Had he apologized and had taken responsibility for his behavior, it would have never happened, man. None of it would have happened. Not a speck of it would have happened. It would have been whatever because he had taken responsibility for it. He knew what he did was wrong. He knows. There's no way that he doesn't entirely fully understand that he did something wrong. There's no way. Bro, there's no way.
I'm gonna call shenanigans on that. Yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of stress the last
almost week here, so I haven't really been on. You know how sad this is, by the way? This game is desolate almost, dude. But they had a chance here to finally bring it back. They were doing good, and then they could have just let us know, and then just given us, like, times 10 XP, times 3 attack, actually times 2 attacks, perfectly fine. They could have given us times 25 love, you know, times 5 gems, stuff like that, you know. They could have done all that. But they didn't. Ooh, piece of candy. Not gonna get it, but I am just so angry with them. disgusted with them. I'm not including one person. I mean, if they didn't tell him. One of the higher ups. They didn't really tell him what was going on, and he wasn't part of it from the beginning. I should have just quit. Is what I should have done. It would have been a little bit more damage there. And maybe it would have been taken maybe another 1% more serious. You know what I mean? Feel like they just don't give a rat's butt about me, because you know they really don't. They can sit there and play games, say they do, but the thing is, I don't believe them, because they don't. They can say they do all day long. They did not reassure me that they were punishing, that they were not. They didn't in any way reassure me that they weren't punishing me. In fact, it made it more obvious that they're punishing me for it. They've known the man for years. He's one of their longest standing, he is the longest standing employee there. He's one of the first groups of original employees that started working there and helped build the company up. So yeah. They're gonna protect his son, his sunny one. Which, you know, I admire the loyalty. It's good. It's good to have loyalty like that. I got loyalty towards my crew. Just because I'm not on third shift don't mean that they're not my crew. I don't really care about not being I care. They're my crew. And now apparently second shift is starting to become my crew. I helped lead them, and that's the thing that they don't enjoy. Is that I'm something that I never thought I'd ever be is a leader. I never thought I was gonna get that status, but seems I've gotten that. And they just kind of ignored it the whole time. They tried to keep it quiet. It feels like they tried to smush it out, but eventually it became a quiet, passive thing. You know what I mean? Oh, cool, look at that, it's right there. So yeah, work has been just emotionally just destructive. I might, honestly, I keep on hoping for a reason to quit. I don't know, guys, but I don't know. Keep me in your thoughts, I guess, at this point, because my mental health is not doing great right now. And I'm just trying to maintain being a good man, but... clearly they don't value me as much as they claim to. Because if they would have they would have moved. They would have went and made the move. I don't really care. I don't believe them. I didn't believe them when they said it. And I knew they were going to pull some crap. I should have just quit. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't accept the answer. Giving them my key fob, I told them, you know, thanks for the memories. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for the memories. Anyway. what I should have done. But instead, I decided to be a mature adult for as long as I could afterwards. Try to lead by example, but it's so hard. Man, it's hard to deal with the crap. And they're really convincing themselves that they're the good guys. Because they are far from it. They are not the good guys here. They messed up. Badly. In a very catastrophic kind of way, they messed up. But I just didn't vent because I just need to vent. I hate this so much. I hate it. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna stop doing that now. But, alright, so I'm going to end this video. Next video, I'm going to focus on the game. I did my little vent session about a workplace, but yeah. Anyway. If any of you decide to listen to this and hear me out and hear me and listen to my problems, I appreciate you. If not, and you don't make it this far, that's okay. That's okay. I get it. Guys have a great one. And to you who made it this far, thanks for hearing me out. Enjoy the next video.